Yeah.
Party Llama is the party. Party Llama brings the party. Party Llama dramatically enhances the party. Please do not use Party Llama if you are allergic to the following: having a good time, increased heart rate, not being a total lamewad, enjoying your life to the fullest, parasailing from the back of a yacht. Please consult a doctor if you do not develop a cool attitude. Use as directed.
What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome. Hey, it's Friday. It is Friday, May 1st. Guys, we made it. We made it to May. May 1st. Happy May Day, everybody. April is behind us. The weirdest April in the history of our lives is done. Wow, we did an entire month in quarantine, guys. We made it. We are here, and it is episode 30. Episode 30 of The Joe Show. That's so crazy awesome. And you know what's cool about 30 is it's divisible by lots of numbers. You have 2 times 15, and you have 6 times 5, and you have 10 times 3. So there's just a lot of number of things going on with the number 30. So I'm so grateful that you can all be here with me for episode 30. We're approaching the golden episode of The Joe Show, which is episode 32. Yeah, episode 32, because I'm 32 years old. So, you know, when your birthday falls on the day that you're turning that old, like that's your golden birthday. So like if your birthday is on March 12th, then your 12th birthday is your golden birthday. Well, I'm 32, and on the 32nd episode of The Joe Show, it's going to be our golden episode. Not sure what we're going to do for it, but that's coming up next week. Yes, 30 times 1 and 1 times 30 is 30. That's just assumed. Okay. This is so great. Oh, also, guys, happy Catter Day. That's right. Happy Catter Day. It's, gotta wear the cat shirts on Friday. So, here's what I want to know. Actually, before I learn things, I would like to say hello. I want to say hi to Amanda, and to Caleb, and to Andrew, and to Landry, and Amara, and Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Let's see. Hi, Miles, and Evelyn, and Andrew James, and Caleb, and Eben, and Emerson. Shout out Emerson for your driveway visit. It was awesome. Hey, what's up, Ollie? I think I said Emerson, but just in case, hi, Emerson. And Lauren, hi. Tim, good morning. Jackson, hi. Hi, Jackson! Jackson, and potentially Hudson as well. Amanda, what's up? What's up? Hey, what's up, Holly? Who else? Elizabeth J. in the house. Or on the internet. Hey, what's up, Eben? Good morning, good morning. So, guys, we had our first Joe Show controversy yesterday. Twitter was trending. It was just blowing up all over social media. Actually, it wasn't. Nobody else noticed. But something happened. After the live show yesterday, I got notified by YouTube through an automatically generated email that yesterday's live video had been removed from YouTube because of some sort of infringement upon their copyright policy or their community guidelines. And so basically they have AI, these algorithms that somehow try to detect videos that are breaking some YouTube policies, and if the AI detects those videos, then it automatically takes them down. So it didn't take down our show during the show, but after the show yesterday, it deleted it from the archives of our YouTube channel, which I was like, okay, not cool, because most of you watch the show live, but not everybody watches the show live. Some people watch it later. And so I was like, well, what in the world? So I went and read through the copyright guidelines, and I read through the community guidelines And I thought through yesterday's show to think through like where during the show could we have broken these guidelines or these policies, and I don't know. Sometimes we've played songs or YouTube videos and it'll show me, hey, like this is a copyright issue. I didn't do any of that yesterday. And so I was very confused, and I don't know exactly why the video is taken down. Thankfully, YouTube has an appeal process where you can like sign into this, click this link and appeal that the video shouldn't have been deleted and then give a reason why. And so I appealed, and guys, I won the case. It was overturned. The video from yesterday's show is now back on YouTube. That's right. So, YouTube's not the bad guys. They're doing their best to protect everyone and make sure that we're abiding by these rules and that the videos that are put up on YouTube are good for everyone. I think their AI algorithm sometimes gets messed up. And so, thank you for putting that video back up, YouTube. And thank you, YouTube, for existing so that we can do shows like this. So, if you really want to watch a replay of yesterday's show, if you want to play against me in the card game War again, just mix up your card deck and play me again on War by watching the video. The thing, Emerson, is I don't know exactly why they took it down. All they tell you is, we took your video down because you violated copyright or community, like YouTube community guidelines. And that basically means, and then they're like, click here to see all those reasons. And then there's like 12 potential reasons why they might have taken down the video, but they don't tell you which reason they took down the video. So that's why I was like, well, it'd be helpful if they gave me something specific. Also, when I look back or think back through the show, I can't think of anything that would have violated these policies. So, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty, I think it's because usually they have a lot of humans monitoring stuff on YouTube, and if they see or hear something inappropriate, they take it down. But YouTube's workforce is limited right now because people are in quarantine and working from home. So they're relying on these computer algorithms, these AI algorithms, to try to automatically pick up on inappropriate stuff. And sometimes the algorithm thinks something is inappropriate when it actually is not. So, is War copyrighted? What's up, Philip? We were just talking about how yesterday's live show, after the show, it got deleted from our YouTube archives. I don't really know why, but I appealed it and we are back. So here we are today. Yes. So welcome. Here's the question of the day. I'm going to skip the book today, and I want to know, what did you do outside yesterday? Because yesterday, in my opinion, was the nicest weather day that we have had so far in 2020. So I'd love to hear what you did outside yesterday. I will tell you, I went for a bike ride and it was awesome. I biked maybe just 6 or 7 miles, but it was great. I got a road bike last fall. It's like the bikes with the skinny tires, and I'm having really, really a lot of fun riding it this spring. Philip, you went on a bike ride too. Nice. Landry read Harry Potter and shot a cat movie trailer. Landry, please tell me that we are going to be able to see that movie trailer. I really want to put it on the show. Also, Landry, I'm wondering what Harry Potter book you read. Miles stayed inside because of your arm. Miles, I heard though that your dad told me that your arm's healing well, so that's good. Tyler, what a pyro. Tyler started a lot of small fires with flint, steel, laundry lint, and pine needles. I hope he didn't burn anything down. Landry walked her piggies. Wait, you actually took your pigs for a walk? I've never heard that. That's super cool, Landry. Paige went on a bike ride and played with her rabbits. Paige, your rabbits should become friends with Micaiah's rabbit that he captured. Maybe you can set up a rabbit play date. Interesting, Tim. The word war may not be copyrighted, but using it repeatedly could be a threat against Homeland Security. Could be. So I'm not going to say that word anymore today. The only other thing I could think of that happened in the show yesterday was like that I did differently is I played that the Quarantine Shake song at the beginning, but that song was like made by the children's ministry at a church in California. So I can't imagine they're too strict, but I don't know. Amanda went for a bike ride, played sports, drove around in the Jeep, and saw friends from a safe distance. That's cool. I got to this was the day before yesterday. I got to do like one of those birthday party parade things where you drive in your car through someone's neighborhood and by their house on their birthday. That was really fun. Emerson went to a cave an hour and a half away, and there were cool rocks, and the cave was awesome. The Cave of Wonders! Evelyn went on a bike ride. Everybody's going on bike rides. Landry is reading Harry Potter number 6, which is, I believe, the Half-Blood Prince. Yes? Jackson played all of the sports, baseball, kickball, pickleball, with grandparents. That's super cool. Jody went for a walk, and she dug some holes. Sounds like a party. What's up, Keegs? That's what I call Keegan. Elizabeth walked to the car. That is so brave. Emerson saw an old bus. Philip played a lot of Minecraft. Amara helped her mom and dad do landscaping. Congratulations, Caleb, on earning 50 entries into an Alienware gaming bundle. I have no idea what that means, but that sounds good. Tim mode. Nice. Yeah, driveway visits, Holly. I like it. Keegan? I hung out with Keegan on Zoom yesterday because our 6th grade small group had a Zoom meeting. Tyler, maybe it was the coconut bird. He's referencing yesterday's show. Yeah, but I've played that video before. Also, I got that video, I downloaded it from a youth ministry video download site that creates videos for youth pastors to use. So I can't imagine it's that. Is Treston here? Treston! Treston... Now I'm afraid to mention any crime on the show because I don't want to get flagged. Treston, are you going to commit this crime for the insurance money? Oh boy, you guys are going to get the show flagged for today. Come on, guys. If you don't know what arson is, ask Treston. Philip going to church. Keegan played golf. Keegan plays 6 rounds of golf every single day. It's great. It's burning laundry lint does not smell good. Okay, good to know. Hey, Thomas. Thomas took a walk, watched TV, played video games. All right, Thomas, you're on my driveway visits list. Keegs. Yes. Ooh, thank you. Joe, do my knock-knock joke. Okay. Treston has to leave the Joe show at 10:30 for a school Zoom. Treston, you should just do the school Zoom, but then watch the Joe show. And Treston, share your screen of the Joe show with your school Zoom so that all your classmates can watch the Joe show as well. That'd be awesome. Andrew bowls every day. Okay, what am I doing? Hi, Carly. Shout out to a soon-to-be middle schooler. Bike ride, played with the bunnies. Lauren ran through the dandelions. I was looking up Keegan's joke that he texted to our small group. Okay, here's the knock knock joke. You guys ready? Knock knock. You're supposed to say who's there. Knock knock. Jamaica. Jamaica who? Jamaica mistake? Just let me in. Oh, I wrecked the timing. Hold on. Knock knock. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. Knock knock. Who's there? Jamaica. Jamaica who? Jamaica mistake? Just let me in. Guys, what's the most important part about telling a joke? Timing. See what I did there? That was a deep cut. All right. We're going to move on with our show. Hey, we got to do our 1 minute workout today, okay? Guys, we got to stay fit. We got to stay in shape. So today, we're going to do high knees. It's like you're running in place, but you're lifting your knees up high at the same time. Okay? So it's basically like an awkward in-place running motion. Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Oh, you gotta be able to see my feet. Get those knees up high, folks. Use your arms. I am picking up my legs. Oh. Seriously? This is taking forever. Oh. I need exercise music. Alexa off. Thank you, Landry. Today is Catter Day. So, yeah, had to do that. Yeah, hey, Sammy. What's up? Avocado? Yeah, who actually does the exercises? Is it just me? Does anybody do the exercises? I mean, I guess it's good if I'm getting in shape. Thank you, Elizabeth, not Andrew. Thank you for being honest, Andrew. Okay, wow, I need to catch my breath and refill my hydro flask. So I'm gonna flip to a commercial, okay? Be right back.
Out where it's green and grassy, our friend Warren one fine day ran into a Guernsey calf that will be part of one of the select Guernsey herds responsible for fine quality AE Guernsey Gold and Guernsey Skim milk. Guernsey Gold is the 2% milk that tastes richer. Guernsey Skim is the one that proves skim milk can be delicious. Although Warren found this calf very hungry and a touch aggressive, he recommends that you make that next break a milk break with either Guernsey Gold or Guernsey Skim.
Good call, Tristan. Okay, I'm gonna do my impersonation of that lady from the video. You gotta get the Guernsey Gold. Guernsey. This cow's. I don't know what she's really saying. Guernsey Gold. It's the best kind of cow out there. So look at little Warren here. He's looking at the Guernsey. It's their best milk. It's a cow. It's Warren. Look. Okay. Sorry, whoever that lady is. But she she kind of talks. She kind of talks like this. It's like a little bit like this. Got a little bit of a Minnesota accent. It's like that lady. Yeah. Okay. Friends, I'm excited for this. You are going to be able to decide what happens next on the Joe Show. So before you do anything, let me explain. I am going to put up 3 options of what the next segment of the Joe Show could be. And you are going to be able to vote by posting in the live chat which one of those 3 options you would like us to do. You get 1 vote and 1 vote only. And please only vote once, and please only type in your vote once into the live chat. So I'm going to put the 3 options up. You have to pick one of the 3. Okay? You get to decide. The 3 options are Joe's Memory Box, Charades, or I will share life stories. Pick one of those 3, and I'm going to keep track and tabulate the results. Tristan wants the first one. We can't do Kahoot. That is not an option for today. Okay. The votes are coming in. These are the only 3 choices are the 3 choices listed on the screen. Okay. Okay, it was close. And this might not be completely accurate, but I'm doing my best here, folks. I counted 4 for Memory Box, 5 for Charades, and 6 for Life Stories. So I was prepared for any of these, but I'm kind of doing this on the fly. So let's see. I actually have a note in this in this app called Evernote, where I keep track of all my life stories. So I'm not going to show you that note, but I'm going to pull up this note just to get some ideas of stories that I could tell you. Okay, this is one of the so the winner is Joe's life stories. So I'm going to share some life stories with you all. Okay. So this is one of the very, very first stories that happened in my life. I'm going to tell you about some things that happened like right away when I was born. First of all, I was born on a Friday. Does anybody else out there know whether or not you were born on a Friday? Do you know what day of the week you were born? I was born on August 21st, 1987. And this is going to be TMI, but I was born C-section, which means they cut a hole in my mom's belly and pulled me out that way. Yeah, I'm sure you were dying to know that. But here's the thing. Most babies, when they come out of the womb, when they're born, they're crying because being inside mom feels warm and cozy and comfortable. And then all of a sudden you're taken out and you're out in the world and there's bright lights and it's different and it's uncomfortable. So most babies cry a lot when they're first born. But I was not crying when I came out. And my parents and the doctors were really concerned because sometimes when babies don't cry when they're born, it means that they can't breathe or they're not breathing. And that is not a good thing, because that means that oxygen is not getting into your brain. And so I came out and I wasn't crying. And they're like, oh no, is he breathing? Is he able to breathe? So apparently what doctors do to see if you can breathe is they spank you on the behind, and if the baby is healthy, then it starts to cry. And apparently the baby spanked me, or the doctor gave me a little whack, just nice doctor, whatever doctors do. And then I started crying. So apparently when I came out, instead of crying, I was just kind of looking around the room and just not making any noise, just being observant. And that was cool. Yeah, that was a great memory from my life. Just kidding. I don't remember that. That's what my parents tell me. So that's what I know about when I was born. The hashtag spank of life. Bye, Treston. Great parting comment. And then, just like, so when I was born, my family had a dog called a Lhasa Apso. It's kind of like a Shih Tzu. It's like a tiny, I think usually a white-haired dog. And my parents had this dog. His name was Ginger. And apparently Ginger didn't like me, because about a week after I was born, my parents, my mom or dad, I think my dad, he went to the grocery store, just him in the car, and he took Ginger, the dog, in the car with him. I'm sure a lot of you travel with your pets in your car from time to time. My dad got to the grocery store. He opened his door to walk out and go into the grocery store. And Ginger, my parents' pet dog, ran out of the car, ran down the parking lot of the grocery store, and they never found him ever again. How sad is that? Our pet dog ran away a week after I was born, ran away in the grocery store parking lot, and they never found him again. Also, I need to say hi, Owen. Sorry, I forgot to say hi to Owen. He is watching. So I'm wondering if Ginger didn't appreciate the lack of attention that I think it was a he, we'll go with he, that he was receiving because of me being born. I was the second baby in my family, so it's like Ginger was used to having other kids around, but maybe he's like, nope, too much attention on the new baby boy Joe. I'm going to run away. And then there's one more thing that happened soon after I was born, which, like, my parents are probably like, what did we do? Why did we have this child? Also, oh my goodness, Elizabeth. That's so sad. You're a curse, Joe. Wow. Which, by the way, I'm not a huge dog person, and I think it all started way back all those years ago. Actually, Elizabeth, maybe I am a curse because of this next story. So, I was born. I maybe couldn't breathe, but I could breathe. Dog ran away. Then, a little bit after that, again, still soon after I was born, my dad was driving to work, and he came to a four-way stop, which is where there's like there's an intersection where cars are coming from four directions, and everybody is supposed to stop because there's stop signs at every single place at the intersection. And somebody didn't follow the directions, they didn't obey the stop sign, and they drove right through the intersection, and they smashed into my dad's car with their car. My dad got into a car accident, his car was ruined, and he hurt his shoulder, and it bothered him for a number of years after that point because of this car accident, which happened soon after I was born, which happened soon after our dog ran away. So it was a great start to life in the Budish household with baby Joe around. So, the good news is that things have only gotten better since then. So, That's what I know. That's what I know happened in like all within the first month of my life. Oh, also in 1987, that was a rough start. That was a rough start for me and my family. I'm sure I was very sad at the time that the dog ran away, like I had any idea. And but then a little later, the Minnesota Twins, which is the professional baseball team from my home state, they won the World Series, which is like the baseball championship. So and it's only been uphill since then. I actually am going to. I'll pull up a picture of me as a baby, like a very, very little baby. Look. Oh, that's a good one. Uh, yes. I'm guessing this is from my very first Christmas. Here you go. I need to share my screen with you. Check it out. Yep. That's me. Crazy eyes. Baby Joe. I was so cute. What happened? Oh, sick burn on myself. So there you go. That is Joe's life stories. Moving on. Let's do the verse of the day. Philippians 4:8. Gotta grab my Bible here. It's the word. You know what I'm saying? Philippians 4:8. First and Second Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians. Here's another like be honest story. Does anybody actually look up the verse? Like we're asking, does anybody actually do the exercise? Does anybody actually look up the verse? I'm not offended if you don't, but I'd be curious. Oh, this is so good. Straight fire from the Apostle Paul. Finally, friends, brothers and sisters, followers of Jesus, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. One more time. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. You know what that means? That means that you and I have control over our thoughts. We might not be able to control the initial thoughts that come into our head, but we can control what thoughts we allow deep inside of us. It's kind of like our minds. If you picture it like a gate, there's lots of thoughts that can come up to the gate, but we can have a choice about what we let into the gate, meaning we have a choice about what things we choose to dwell on and think about over and over. And that means we have a choice about what thoughts we're going to dismiss or ignore. We have control over the thoughts that we allow to penetrate that gate into our minds. So, what thoughts should we allow inside? What thoughts should we be focusing on? Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And the other thoughts, don't think about them. This doesn't mean that you're a bad person if you have worry or fear, because we all have that from time to time. The challenge is, do you dwell on that anger or that worry or that fear? Or do you recognize that you're feeling worried or you're feeling fearful? And then you also at the same time remind yourself of God's truth and things that are true and things that are encouraging. And this is not to say that, oh, you just need to think positive thoughts all the time and your life is going to get better. No, I'm not really saying that. But what this passage is saying is we have control over our thoughts. And our thoughts impact us and affect us and change who we are for better or for worse. I would give you a challenge of the day, but that is actually coming later. We have control over our thoughts. We can control what we allow into our mind. Oh, I'm so excited for this. It is time to meet Joe's friends. This is a new segment. We haven't done this before. I told you yesterday that I have one of my best friends. His name is Josh. He is a youth pastor. We've been friends. We met when we were in college. We met in 2007, working at summer camp together. So we've been friends for almost 13 years. So if our friendship was a person, it would be a middle schooler, because our friendship has been going for almost 13 years. So yesterday I Zoomed with my friend Josh and hung out with him for a little bit, and I recorded it, and I want to share it with you here today. I just thought it'd be fun for you to meet one of my friends. He'll share some stories. We'll look at some old pictures of ourselves, and I also ask him the questions that you shared during yesterday's show that you wanted me to ask him. So check out this interview with my friend Josh. Meet Josh. All right, middle schoolers, I am here with my friend Josh. How's it going, Josh?
Hey man, I'm doing good.
Sweet. I'm gonna move to this view, so I think that's better. Josh, I told the students that I was gonna be talking with you, and I shared a little bit about you. I told them that you're one of my best friends, but why don't you just introduce yourself a little bit? Like, tell the students where you live, tell us about your family, and a little bit about how we initially became friends.
Yeah. My name is Josh Kane. I am a pastor at a church in Humboldt, Iowa, which is about 2 hours northwest of you guys. I've been down here for 5 years. I have a wife, Christina, and 3 kids, Jack, Thomas, and Clara, and they're 5, 3, and 1-year-old. I've known Joe since I almost said Guy, because we have another friend that the 3 of us are really close. His name is Guy.
Hold on right there. Are you seeing this picture of your family?
That's them. Yep. I'm the big doofus, and then that's Jack in the middle, Thomas in the pink shirt, and Clara, and then my wife, Christina. That was Easter Sunday. Dressed up to stay at home.
Looking good. All right, go on.
So I've known Joe since I was probably 19. When we were both in college, we worked at a Bible camp together for a few years. And I was Joe's boss for the first year, but really quickly became Joe's friend. Yeah. And then Joe and I lived together when we were both in seminary. My last roommate before I got married was Joe.
Yep, and I have a picture of that. Let me pull it up. We called it the Grand, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, you're not in this one, but
not.
This was the place, right?
That was it. We lived upstairs with a big sewing machine that was 14 feet long.
Yeah, and remember, and we have to admit that the guy who owned the house, he and his family lived in the lower level. We lived in the upper level, and he was very kind, very generous. Like, he charged us less money than he needed to for rent.
For sure, he was great.
But almost every single, you mentioned the big sewing or the quilting machine. Also, almost every single kitchen cupboard was filled with quilting books.
Yeah, I moved in. I lived there before Joe did with my friend Guy. And when we moved in, I opened up the oven, and the oven was filled with quilting magazines. So we had to get the oven cleaned out. Yeah, there was quilting stuff everywhere. One of the closets was completely full of stuffing,
Like
but it was
like
cheap.
stuffing in a quilt.
Yeah, like for a pillow or a quilt. Yeah, literally stuffing. But it was cheap, and Marty, our landlord, was just a super great guy.
You might have mentioned this in your brief intro just a few minutes ago, but you at your church, you're a pastor, and part of your role is the youth ministry, right?
Yep. I hang out with 7th through 12th graders.
What's one thing that you appreciate about middle schoolers?
What do I like about middle schoolers? You guys have so much more energy than any other group. Like you just never. There's no such thing as a tired middle schooler, which I just love.
What's one thing you don't like about middle schoolers? Don't answer that. Just kidding. Go for it.
Girls, middle school boys smell bad, especially when they come to youth group right after practice.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And for a point of reference, you live in Humboldt, which is like the closest bigger town is Fort Dodge, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. We're half an hour. We're 20 minutes north of Fort Dodge.
All right, Josh, I asked our students to submit questions for me to ask you. I'm going to go through some of those. Is that cool?
Yep.
And this first one is a question that anytime I do a Q&A with a guest, whether it's a student, a leader, a guest speaker, anything like that, this is always the first question. So this is from Jackson. Jackson wants to know, what kind of shampoo do you use?
Dove Men's Plus Care. It's menthol, so it like makes your scalp tingle.
Yes. Philip would like to know, if you could have any superpower, it can be anything, what would it be? And what would you do with that superpower?
Oh yeah, here's a good one. So if my superpower would be, I would walk into a thrift store and I could immediately see what the most valuable item in that thrift store is. Like, and then I could buy that item and sell it for a profit. Because
Wow.
when you walk into a thrift store, there's something that some grandma gave away that's worth like $2,000, and it's for $5.
Josh, that is the most off the wall superpower that I have ever heard anyone share in my life.
Thanks.
I'm impressed. Thank you for that. So yeah, taking the business angle on it. I like
That's
it.
right. It's all about the money at the thrift store.
Money, money, money. All right, Oliver would like to know, how did you come to faith?
How did I come to faith? I grew up in a home where my parents loved Jesus and they took me to church. They sent me to Bible camp. They prayed with me and for me, read me Bible stories when I was a kid. So I cannot remember a time when I didn't know about Jesus, didn't know what Jesus had done. And then when I was probably 10 years old, I made the commitment to follow Jesus for myself. That's when I started to realize that I'm not just a Christian because mom and dad love Jesus. Jesus needs to die for me and for my sins, and I need to follow him. So probably when I was 10 or 11.
That's cool. Okay, so maybe like around fifth grade.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, right before middle school. Tim, who is one of our volunteer leaders, he's also a faithful viewer of our live YouTube show. Shout out, Tim. Wants to know, what's your favorite Bible verse?
My favorite Bible verse.
Or one of them.
Yeah, one of them. What's one of my favorite verses? Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand.
Preach it, brother.
I love that one.
Hey, that's an especially good verse for right now.
Yeah, exactly. God's in control. We don't need to worry.
Right. I should have asked this sooner, but have you heard of this thing called coronavirus, Josh? Is that a thing up in Humboldt?
There's 4 confirmed cases here in Humboldt County, so it's here, man.
It's there. And we were talking before I started recording. You've got your 3 little kids at home, and you guys are practicing the self quarantine deal and all that.
Yep. We play in our backyard all day, every day.
What did you do during your lunch break today when you went home for lunch?
I had an epic lightsaber battle with my 5 and 3-year-old boys until my 3-year-old chopped all my limbs off.
One of these days you'll chop all of his limbs off, I'm sure.
Exactly. I threw a grenade at my 5-year-old and blasted him.
That's right. Show him who's boss, you know?
Exactly.
Jody is another volunteer leader. Jody wants to know, what is your favorite part about being a youth pastor?
I love that students, we get to, as youth pastors, we invest in you guys for a long time. We're not doing we don't want to be in your life for a week. We want to be in your life for several years. So for example, I've been at my church now for almost 6 years. And so the group that was in 7th grade when I started at this church is now graduating. And it's just crazy to me to think back to where those kids were in 7th grade and to see where they are now. I've seen a lot of them take a step to follow Jesus, and I've baptized some of them. I've seen them start serving in the church and just grow and mature, and that's super fun. And now I'm excited to see what the Lord does next in their lives.
That's super cool. And dude, props to you for sticking it out and being at your church for so long so that you can start to see some of those long-term rewards.
Yeah, for sure. It's super fun to be in it for a long season.
Okay, Josh, you got to think back now. This is a great question from Landry. She wants to know, what's the weirdest thing that you have done together with me?
Oh man. One weird thing. You guys know Joe well. You probably know he's a huge Michael W. Smith fan. If you don't know who Michael W. Smith is, ask your moms. And if they don't know, ask your grandmas, because that's really Michael W. Smith's target audience. But Joe loves Michael W. Smith. Has been, how many concerts, Joe? More than 20?
8 to 10. Stop exaggerating.
That's a lie. It's more than 10. But we went to a Christmas concert with a Michael W. Smith Christmas concert in Minneapolis, or in St. Paul, Minnesota, and we both wore ugly Christmas sweaters to this concert.
Do you mean this Christmas concert?
That's the one. That's it. Yep. So a couple thousand people, everybody's dressed up. It's a Christmas concert, but we were the best dressed for sure.
Yes. Yep. I still to this day have that Christmas sweater.
Same. Every year for our youth group Christmas party, I wear that Christmas sweater.
Excellent. Yeah. And funny side note, that was a double date, that concert, and neither of us are still with the people that we went to that concert with.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Thank you for that question, Landry. I was hoping you'd bring that one up, Josh. Tyler wants to know, what is your least favorite food?
Refried beans. Super gross. Ruins any Mexican dish.
Touche. Evelyn would like to know, what is your favorite animal?
Man, honestly, I don't really like animals that much. I'm not a pet person. My favorite animal is probably bacon.
Yes.
I grew up on a pig farm, so I really did. I like pigs.
There we go. He likes pigs. Amara would like to know, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Represent. Okay, Josh. I got I got a couple more pictures. I went through my files and tried to kind of find every single photo that I could of me and you.
Okay.
So just like I want you to share what comes to mind or what memory or story comes to mind
Yeah.
when you see this picture, okay?
Good. This was Bible camp. Uh, I was I Ulysses? Was that my character? Kind of like a redneck guy. And what
There
was
it
your
was.
character's?
It was Ulysses and Horace.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, I actually usually there was somebody else who dressed up instead of me, but there
Yep.
was like one week where Kyle was gone, so I
Yeah.
got to dress up, and we were these
Guys,
Christmas camp characters.
here's the secret about youth ministry. We do this because they pay us to do stuff like that. So Joe and I were getting paid to dress up like these Gomers and just be ridiculous. It's a sweet gig.
And well, yeah, but Josh, just to be clear, I never dress up anymore. I'd never act like any characters or wear
Oh
wigs
yeah.
or anything. So I'm pretty much done with that, especially especially on YouTube Live.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, how embarrassing would that be?
Yeah, seriously, wow. Okay, here's another one.
Oh,
You
was this your birthday party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Man, I needed a haircut.
I think this was actually my 21st birthday. My brother is there in the red shirt, which a
Yeah.
lot of you students met my brother last week when he did art. Richard is my friend with curly hair.
Hmm.
Oh, he used to lead worship at our fall retreat before Dan Rosga, who's our high school pastor.
Yeah.
And then the two ladies on the bottom those are some of our camp friends.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, I think I have one more.
Yeah, this was summer camp too. This was a staff like day away. We went up to Duluth. That's Gooseberry. Is that Gooseberry Falls?
I think so.
Yeah. So just a fun day with some friends.
Yeah. Good times.
That was that was when Joe and I were both clean shaven. Just kids.
um, Josh, you and I, like you mentioned, we were roommates for about a year. Did you pick up on any? You get to know a lot about someone by being their roommate. Did you learn any like weird, quirky things about me, or observe weird things about me from being my roommate?
Joe is just in general a quirky person. You guys, like just by nature. So you just are quirky. But you used to eat the same thing for breakfast every day. You probably still do, like a little bowl of fruit and I don't remember what else. Maybe an egg.
I still eat the same thing 6 days a week.
Yeah. Joe is you're a very routine oriented person. You like to do the same stuff at the same time. Joe and I mentioned Joe and I were both in seminary. We were both studying to be pastors. And when I had like 20 minutes to kill, I would like surf the internet or do something dumb. And when Joe had 20 minutes to kill, he would work on homework.
Nerd
He,
alert.
Joe finished papers before they were due. It's weird.
But hey, you graduated from seminary. You made it.
I made it. Yeah, I never finished a paper ahead of time, but I made it.
Yeah, that's sweet. Well, Josh, as we wrap up here, thank you. Thanks for spending time with me and for
Yeah,
letting students. I think some of them maybe were starting to wonder if I actually had any friends, and so thanks for
I'm
coming
it.
on and
I'm the
proving
only one.
that you're. I honestly, Josh, I asked like 9 other people first, and they all said no. So thank you. Thanks for.
I'm your 10th option, right? Everybody's favorite fallback.
Yeah. Hey, and I'll send the payment in the mail. That'll be coming. So, yeah.
Good.
No, this has been fun.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
like when students can meet my friends. As we
Yeah.
wrap up, do you have any encouragement or any wisdom that you'd want to share with all the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders from Valley Church watching out there?
First of all, you guys are super lucky to have Joe. He's awesome. He's a great youth pastor, and super. Yeah, you're lucky. He's really awesome. And I would encourage you, if you don't do it already, you're on lockdown. You can't go anywhere and can't do anything. You have time to read your Bible every day for 10 minutes. Daily devotions, daily time in the Word is one of the biggest things that's going to help you grow closer to Jesus. So when you're done with this video, turn off your screen, open up a real Bible, and just read for 10 minutes. And God will do some really cool stuff.
Well, thanks, Josh. I guess this is a double bonus to have you here, because that also will be our daily challenge, which is always an element of our live YouTube show. So that's your daily challenge, students, to read your Bible for 10 minutes. Everybody's got time for it right now, especially right now.
Seriously.
Josh, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, man.
All right. See ya.
Yep. Bye.
Josh, good guy. Sweet dude. Thank you, Josh, for coming on. Actually, Julie, who's a friend of mine, she reminded me, she's watching the show right now, and she texted and reminded me of a great story with Josh, which I want to let you guys know about before we wrap up the Josh segment. A couple of years ago, we went, almost every summer, one of our middle school ministry special events is that we go on a trip to Adventureland. And in 2016, on the day that we went to Adventureland, Josh was at Adventureland on the same day with the kids from his church. And so we got to hang out at we saw each other at Adventureland that day. The funny thing is that Josh doesn't handle rides very well, and he went on the Monster and he started to feel sick. And so he had to sit down and he was just miserable for the rest of the day. And I got a picture of it. That's him. That's him right there. He just was not feeling great. And I took a picture of it and sent it to him later. So Josh is not a huge fan of Adventureland rides, but sweet dude. I'm thankful that God has put him in my life. I hope you can have friends like Josh in your life. If you want to read the Bible, like Josh said, for our daily challenge on the YouVersion Bible app, getting it right with others is our plan for this week. Look it up. Driveway visits. I posted our driveway visit with Emerson. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of the driveway visit with Emerson.
I wish I could see my friends from school and stuff and my teachers. I'd say like an 8 or a 9.
Is there a specific teacher you miss?
Yeah, her name's Mrs. Corley. She's a really awesome science teacher.
Shout out Mrs. Corley.
Yeah.
How do you spell her name?
How do I spell again?
What is spelling? What do you... There's a lot of traffic behind us.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, can we stop? Hey, knock it down, people. We're filming! Can you see this?
Come on, bro.
What do you... So, So check out the driveway visit with Emerson. Some of you are saying you couldn't see the picture with Josh. Just to make sure. That's Josh when he got sick. That's Josh and me at Adventureland. and then that's Josh after he got sick. So sorry if you saw that twice, but I wanted to make sure that you were able to see it. All right. As we wrap up, check out Emerson's Driveway Visit. Worship online with Olive Valley Church this weekend. Do it with your family. And we'll be back for episode 31, which is a prime number, on Monday morning. I have a benediction to end our show today. A benediction is a blessing that happens at the end of a religious gathering. So I'm just going to read this blessing over you, and then we are going to be done. This is God's word to you. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. God's word is awesome. Students, thanks for hanging out. Looks like we made it past an hour. Hopefully this show doesn't get deleted from YouTube. But it's been good to be here with you. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday. All right? Love you all. Miss you all. Have a great weekend. Bye, bye, bye.